Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to introduce many new elements to the franchise that fans have never seen before on the big screen in Star Wars film history by director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So what's really intriguing about this movie is that we do know that Episode 9 is going to introduce all of these different elements that we have never seen before, and that's the thing to really look forward to seeing, is that J.J. Abrams is really trying to innovate something within the Star Wars franchise by using this as an introduction within The Rise of Skywalker. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of one of the sequences based in the third act of the film, where it's described that both Rey and Kylo Ren are on board of a falling Star Destroyer that is said to be Kylo Ren's Ravager ship. It's said that a brief lightsaber duel is exchanged between the two during the sequence that is said to be a zero-gravity saber fight. It's said that the gravity generators have shut down aboard Kylo's Ravager, where both Kylo and Rey engage in a lightsaber fight in mid-air. The sequence is said to be based off of what Anakin Skywalker went through in the Clone Wars TV show. One of the sequences involves Kylo and Rey slowly approaching each other, where they clash sabers together as there are tons of debris floating around them. It's said that Kylo's Ravager ship gets hit with some kind of EMP-like device by the Resistance that causes the power to shut down, which makes the zero-G fight happen between the two. One of the scenes even involves Kylo taking his helmet off during the scene to see better where the helmet is seen floating in the background. It's said that some of Kylo's Red Troopers are seen in the background floating, blasting at Rey, where she deflects the fire right back at them, causing them to die. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this. Now, what's really intriguing about the zero-G fight, we heard about this lightly months and months ago, very lightly. We didn't really hear too much about it ever since then. But now what's really interesting about this is that this is said to all take place on board of Kylo Ren's Ravager ship. So that is his new Star Destroyer in Episode 9. It's called the Ravager. Darth Vader had his own in Return of the Jedi, and now we are getting, of course, something that belongs to Kylo Ren. Very similar to how Snoke also had the Supremacy ship, now Kylo Ren has his own. So this whole entire sequence is said to be based directly off of the Clone Wars. Now, in case you guys have never seen this before, in the Clone Wars, we do see a moment in which Ahsoka Tano and of course Anakin Skywalker are caught in the middle of a fight where they're actually in a zero-G battle, if you will. Now, keep in mind, it wasn't a lightsaber duel per se in that episode, but that's exactly what they are basing that off of in Episode 9, is that they are using that as a form of inspiration in order to bring this to the table for Kylo Ren and Rey. So let's go over the Ravager ship. Now, the gravity generators are said to be shut down because of an EMP-like device by the Resistance. We're not quite sure exactly what this device and/or weapon is called, but it's a weapon, a massive weapon that is able to shut down an entire ship the size of Kylo Ren's, pretty much having no power at all, getting rid of the gravity generators where Kylo and Rey are floating in mid-air and fighting each other with their lightsabers and clashing against each other, where there's even a moment in which Kylo Ren takes his helmet off. That's going to be a very interesting piece of imagery, right? I think that a lot of fans that are going to go ahead and see this movie in 3D are going to really benefit from this experience probably the most, because you're going to see a lot of things floating around and popping out of the screen and stuff around those lines. So I can really see where J.J. Abrams is trying to go with this for the 3D movie release. Now, on top of all of this, alright, what's really great about this is that we have the Red Stormtroopers also in the middle of the fight between both Rey and Kylo Ren, where the Red Troopers are said to be blasting over at Rey, trying to kill her, where she's able to deflect the fire back at them, to the point where now, in between the battle between both Rey and Kylo Ren, you see floating red stormtroopers that are just dead, floating around in the background. So this is going to be a very interesting battle. It's said to be a very brief one, similar to how in the Clone Wars it was also a brief scene. So this probably is going to be connected to the massive space battle that we have been going over, where Rey infiltrates one of the Star Destroyers, where now we understand exactly what Star Destroyer that really was. It is indeed Kylo Ren's Ravager ship. So, I honestly like the name of that. It sounds intimidating. It sounds a lot better than the Supremacy, I'll tell you that. The Ravager ship sounds like it's going to be an amazing Star Destroyer. We're not quite sure exactly what it's going to look like on the big screen as of yet. As far as the interior goes, it is going to be very wide open and very much like a hangar bay at one of the sequences, which is where the whole entire battle takes place during the Zero-G fight. So, let me know what you guys have to say about this. Do you think that this is a good or a bad move by Disney, Lucasfilm, JJ and crew to really use the Clone Wars as an inspiration for Episode 9? I myself think that the Zero-G battle sounds pretty damn amazing, and I cannot wait to see exactly what it's going to look like. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.